and my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm going to be 49 years old. Tell me I don't look like I'm 49.
You don't look.
There you go. Oh, man. I'm so excited about my birthday month. I don't know. I think next year will be even more fun because we'll be having our Essential Soap 2015 convention, hopefully. And it'll be close to my birthday because I usually do it in August. I skipped a year because I wish to find local people and teach them how to sew, and then we could all get together and do a convention together. Because our first convention, there wasn't any local people really around that sewed, or was on Facebook that I knew of that sewed, that was right here near me. And so I said, if I have sew making classes and we teach local people how to sew, then when I send out the call, who would like to do a convention, together, people will be going. And it's so much more fun when you have a whole bunch of people that do it together. And I think all of the conventions are pretty much that way. It's like a group of soapers that were close together that decided to have a fun convention. And so that's what we needed, isn't it? So anyway, so I'm really looking forward to 2015, and I'll be 50. I'm hoping I can rock 50. We'll see. All right, so back to the fun. We are doing soap making classes, and we have two local people. Woo-hoo! So that's what got me on the conversation. Many times we have people that drive in from out of state or quite a great distance and whatnot to come to the classes. We get a lot of people from South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, Mississippi. We've had a lady from Florida and whatnot, and probably other states too. Y'all can watch the videos. But in any case, so both of these ladies are local, and so go ahead and tell us where you're from, and if you have any soaping experience, and if you want to, what your plans are, what your goals, what do you want to do when you learn how to sew. And
okay, I'm Starla from Flat Rock, and this is my first time at hot process. I've done cold process a couple of times, but I'm not patient for that.
oh, that's very true. We were just having that conversation. The waiting for it to cure so does not rock.
Right.
That's why I went to hot process from the very beginning. I said, cold process, what is that? 4 to 6 weeks. Hot process, 2 to 5 days.
Yeah.
I became a hot processor overnight. All right, now what's your goals? What do you want to, once you learn how to make soap, do you just want to make it for your family? Do you want to start learning how to sell it? What's your motivation?
Right now, just for our family.
For your family?
Yeah, because we're so busy, so.
Yeah, and you can make natural and make it yourself and have fun. Do you have children?
I do, too.
2 children. What's their ages?
Well, 22 and
22 and 20. That's really a perfect time though. That's a perfect way to get your older children to come home and do something like that. Is let's make some soap, guys. So you never know. You might get them all soapy too.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And you are
I'm Lisa, and I'm from Section.
louder.
Oh, I'm Lisa, I'm from Section. I have never made cold process or hot press process, so I usually do melt before. And it's been basically for the family.
All right. But you do have some goals.
I do.
Would you like to share those?
I intend on having a website, sell it online, and possibly at the stores or at flea markets.
And you
Make
also
oils, and
yeah.
make oils.
Woo! Now you're also you're a farmer.
Yeah.
And you sell your produce to the area.
Yes.
Yeah, and you also have a place up there in Section that you're thinking about setting up a great big fruit stand kind of thing and selling your soaps and homemade products there at it. Woo-hoo!
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's not far from here. So we'll be best buds forever.
Yeah.
And you can come down here and buy soap making supplies if you ever want
Yeah,
to.
that's great. I'll make an order online.
Yeah.
Send away to UPS.
There you go. She can just pop down and say, hey, Kim, you got any lye? And I'll go, I won't lie. I got some lye.
I'd much rather buy live from a soap making place than
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Depot or
yeah.
anything like that.
All right. And the store right now we just do a lot of natural things, but I am going to get into to selling eventually some of the normal soap dyes and normal and more of the fragrances. But I want to get them from Essential Depot, and because I love theirs, I can smell theirs and I don't get sick. I don't have any allergic reaction to their fragrances, which totally rocks. All right, so what kind of soap are we making today? Goat milk soap. Where did we get that goat milk?
For my girls.
That's right. She also has goats, and so she volunteered to bring us some goat's milk so that we can make goat's milk soap today. All right, guys. We'll bring you back from here, you know, every now and then. This is sort of a teaser video. I hate to say it, but it is. And so maybe you can see what fun we're having down here at the farmer's market, and you might decide to come make soap making. You might come decide to have soap classes here at the farmer's market. At the farmer's market, my Lord, I can't even talk. But then you know that if you've been watching my videos. So we're hoping that you will come down and have soap making classes right here at the Cornerstone Market. Bye everybody, you stay with us though. Don't you go nowhere. Glassy swirls.
Did you see it? Because I don't.
No, you gotta do it. Now, we'll show you. No, you're fine. Let's see if we can get a couple of drips. Okay. Now, let's see if that was enough to do it. I swear the light could be better on it. No, just go ahead and swirl it. What'll happen is it'll look like. Oh, we'll go ahead and get that.
So still send more.
You're banging on her.
Yeah, well see, I was banging up here on this tip, but I find if I bang on the side like that, that gets more out and it don't break my thing. Okay, now let's look.
Are we looking for some kind of trace?
No.
Oh, okay.
Y'all just done such an awesome job of blending that you've just done such a beautiful job. Okay, but what'll happen is if you don't have it all blended, there'll be little glassy swirls floating on the top, and that's the live water that just hadn't got incorporated yet. And so we always want to make sure that we get a complete pudding or vanilla pudding custard look. Every once in a while your lye will turn pink. And you can actually take and just blend it like this without turning on the stick blender like this, just to make sure that nothing's gotten forgotten. All right, and then I find this handy. We will need our stick blenders again because we're making milk soap. And I always hold where it joins because I broke one more time. Me and my tapping.
Well, you've done a lot of.
Yeah, I'll go, and I was doing it like this and I broke where it connects. Okay, then you can disconnect it. I recommend you get one of these little boogers that disconnects, by the way. It's a button. Some of them twist, there's got a button. And then you can just sit it in your lye container and it safely goes to the sink without possibility of dropping lye water on your floors. Anything that's got lye water on it, never risk a drop on the floor. It'll do it when you ain't looking. And then you'll step on it when you're barefooted. And then you'll go, and then you'll have this horrible blister because you won't notice it right away. And whatnot. So then we'll just push these aside and we'll take these to the sink. Remember, we're not going to dump these right down into existing soapy water because that's caustic lye and that will burn us unless we're wearing our gloves when we're washing. But what I do is I normally just flush it under hot water and I flush it out really good and then I put some soap in there and I'm ready to go. All right, I'll let you see a little sneak peek. So we've got our soap all made, and now we're just waiting to see what temperature it is. And see how it's like 161?
Yeah.
I tell people, not 161, not 162, but 160 or 159
Well, you want to
before you put the essential oils in.
I like that one.
I know you do. But it'll melt. If you leave it sitting down in the soap, you'll end up having to buy some in. You'll quit liking it as well down in there. Let's stir it around again. You have to stir this stuff up because it will lie. I think yours is below 160. Yeah, you are ready. All right. So, what you're going to do next with your melt spoon? These are those things they do. They melt so bad. Is you will pour every bit of this into there. In the Essential Depot kit, it is pre-measured to be exactly the right amount of essential oils. Yeah, you're just barely above. So we'll let stir yours, and we'll let some, pull it up from the bottom to the top, and we'll get some of that out. All right, and then see that little bitty drop right there? I'll then go back and try to get every little bit out of there because the stuff smells so awesome.
And this is what, 2 ounces? What is this? How big of a jar is it?
Huh?
How big of a jar? How many ounces?
2 ounces.
2 ounces.
2 ounces.
Is it always 2 ounces of essential oil?
No,
Just different
but now
oils.
2 ounces of essential oil is a good ratio for a 32 to 36 or so ounce batch of soap. But if you were to put 2 ounces of cinnamon in there, you might break everybody out. And if you were to put 2 ounces of tea tree in there, that'd be too strong. So what we have to do is we have to do a balance of what I call more benign essential oils with, and if we're going to use cinnamon, like 1 tablespoon of cinnamon was all that we had ever put in a batch that size, because cinnamon can be so irritating to the skin. But it has all kinds of wonderful other benefits. It's just that you can't put it in that strong. And so like cinnamon, tea tree, mint family, things like that, we're going to put, even though we're putting 2 ounces in there, we're not putting 2 ounces of peppermint in there. That's too much. As they say, as Bob Barker used to say, that's too much on The Price is Right. All right, so, and let's look. Okay, now we're going to do yours. But let's see. Okay. Now put yours in. And then, I normally don't have time to do this, but when I went to Virginia to that soap convention, I learned a little trick. And I called it blue jean soap because it looked just like blue jeans when I did it with the alkanet root. And I demonstrated, if you want to see the video, I have a soap block around here somewhere that has all the different colors I did with this technique. But what I found was when I tried to reproduce it with essential oils, I couldn't do it, and that's because we stirred it too much. Because I put the colorant in, oh no, you're fine. I put the colorant in there, and then I would put the essential oils in. So I figured I gotta put the essential oils in first, let the soap be thoroughly blended, and then try this technique. And so what this is we're gonna take our 1/4 of a teaspoon of powder, and we're going to sprinkle it on the top like this, okay? And then we're going to just real softly, and not be too rough with it, stir it. And let's see if we get a pot swirl or if we get that blue jean method I got, which was with no essential oil when I got that for the first time. It's been over a year ago now that I got this technique. And sort of swish around and blend your spice around.
Now, if I wanted to do like this goat's milk, oatmeal soap without any, just like unscented.
Yes,
I
you would
just
have been
wouldn't-
done
I
before
just-
that.
okay,
It's
I would
still
just-
good though to reduce your temperature because you don't want to put like 200-degree soap
Right,
in a mold,
right.
a silicone mold. It's just too harsh. Or even if you had a mold that was lined with wax paper, 200 degrees might be enough to get that wax completely off there,
Yeah.
and you might end up with paper sticking to your
Yeah.
soap or
I've
something.
done that with melted pork. So.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, so give that a stir softly. And yeah, we're already starting to get a blue from the heat. See how the alkanet root turns into blue when it gets hot? All right, now let me see it just a second. And I'm going to do the up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over. And I'm digging around the corners to make sure that there's no lump of spice that's got stuck. Now, we will see how that looks in the mold. Okay, oh, we haven't got the plastic off the mold yet. Hurry, 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 hurry.
How's that? I'd still need to stir some more. Right?
Yeah, I'll work on stirring yours. We're doing it real gentle till we get it blended all the way around. That's the way I did it that time. And then, after that, then to make sure we don't have it, we've got it well blended, and I'm gonna bring y'all guys over here and let y'all see. Whoop, sorry. There we go. And we're gonna see how this looks. And if anything, we'll have a gorgeous pot swirl. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm digging around the crevices and the corners and making sure, and you do this with the essential oils too, because you'll have soap right here on the edges that never gets scented. And so now that we slowly got it blended, now I'm doing a little, make sure there's no lump of spice, you know, that's not been blended. And now this is where we must be quick, because this crock pot is keeping this warm. But now we must be quick. You want to get all those things out of your box real quick? All right. Yep. All right. Well, this box doesn't quite fit as well as some does. What we might do is we'll put some support in there if we need it. All right. Now with this, what you want to do is you got to be quick. You want to spoon it out, plop, spoon, plop, spoon. If you get a lump like that, kick it back in with your finger, and you want to be quick because it's cooling down every second that you're plopping it in there. And if we want to get a decent design on the front of the mold, on the top, we got to get it all in there as quickly as possible. Scoop, plop, scoop, plop, scoop, plop. That is normal. Just kick it back in there. We'll be a little bit messy, but it's better to be a touch messy around the edges and get all of our soap in the mold and not have it seize. Because this is the only time really hot process soap can seize is if you let it get too cold.
Do I keep scraping the edges?
Until you get what you think most of it is. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll do our spoon, clean our spoon off. All right. And then move around here to the side just a little bit. There we go. Now with these handles, it's so wonderful. That levels, it gets the air out. And now I'm going to show you this little spoon technique. It's my favorite one. I know everybody's seen it. Is I'll just sit and take the top and roll it over like that. Now look at that little lump of spice. I'm getting that out because it's just too big. And then I can take and pull it off in the corner. Now you see how it's shorter here and taller here? A little kick. We got it. If you want it more level, like that. Now I'm going to mess it up.
I thought it looked good though.
I know, she says, but that was good. But I won't be there later. All right. Now, did you see me do it or you want to see me do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'm doing it right.
No, you're doing it right. All right. You just gonna. And the spoon twirls the spoon actually twirls in your hand. And then you pull it off in the corner. All right. And then, as you see, we're shorter here, taller here. Give it a little shimmy shake, lightly. Now, would you like for it to stay sort of mounded like that or be a little flatter?
It doesn't either.
Don't know which way do you like?
I like this.
You like that? Okay.
Okay.
And then you can take, if it's soft, like this is, if it's hard and crunchy, just don't mess with it. You can take that off and you can sort of poke it down in one of the corners and then just lightly spoon over the top and ta-da. All right? And now we're going to be very cautious with it when we move it now, because if we jar it too much, we'll ruin our design. So we'll just go ahead and sit it right there for a little bit, let it seize up. Well, now on yours, where's your spoon? There we go. On yours, see how you got all that
Yeah.
extra there? All right, so what we can do with that while you're learning is we can take that spoon and separate it and then just tuck it down
Okay.
like that.
Oh, okay.
All right. And, did you do that or did I do that?
What? You did this.
I did that. I'm sorry.
Why are you gonna like that?
Oh, you got it there. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. There you go. Anyway, and then you're just you know, you see where you got a lump
Yeah.
right there. You might pat it down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think now? Would you like it leveled a little bit more, or you like it mounded?
I think I like it more level.
Okay. Well, it's a lot.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Just lightly. You don't tap it real hard, or you'll level it too much. There we go. It was still just a
Yeah.
that leveled it that better, didn't it? All right. All right. Now we can start
Can I go wash my hands?
Yeah, we can start cleaning up. Okay, let me show you. It's a twirl. So it's okay. And get your spoon. Scrape your spoon off. It don't do as well. And then don't let it get out good. There you go. That does smell good. If I do say so myself, it smells good.
It does.
I put together this little blend. This is my Kim Spirit Floral Spirit Lifter that's on the Essential Depot website and whatnot. And it was such an honor to be able to make up a kit for them. And I hope that you might think about buying one of Kim's Floral Spirit Lifters off of the Essential Depot website because it rocks. Oh, you did awesome. Now see how you got a little jetty place right there? You can take and just do that with it and sort of ease that off. There you go. You did so good. There we go. It was a little shorter right there.
Yeah.
All right. We'll bring you back. All right. I made up some soap special yesterday during work, and I did a video and everything. And so part of this clip we'll put on that video. So you're going to get double video. You're being double videoed. And these are soap making class people. If this is also in the other video, they're like, what in the world's going on? And so you're here at the Cornerstone Market taking soap making classes.
Yay.
So anyway, so this is the Essential Depot cutter. Love the thing. And I loosened the screws so that I could lay it all the way down, but it's supposed to like stand up on its own. But I just kept thinking I was going to hit my head on it or something when I get down, you know, to try to make it look right. All right, so what we do is we'll flip it over. Flip yours over. And I can give it a little help if it was. And then you just put your thumbs right here and pull up. All right. And that departs us of the awesome Essential Depot basket. And then flip it back over. All right, and then you'll take it right here and pull. Yeah. All right, and do the ends. Pull the ends. Okay. Flip it back over. And yours is coming out good, but if it don't, you just take it, put you like that with the palm of your hand. All right. And then flip her over. And, you know, you just take off anything that stands out there that don't look like it ought to be there. You can sort of press some things, sort of mar it down in there because it's still soft. All right. All right. Yep. All right, and then we're going to set it in here. You can go first. And we've got a little bit of
Yeah.
extra that we set it down in. I'm always wiping, but I didn't think to tell you. All right, now what we do is we've got these little see-throughs here, and see how, like right here, you can see light. So it's not gonna line up right. So we wanna set it to where you can't see light on either one of these end streets, okay? So you can't see, you see soap through those. All right, and then when we pull it through, get over the top of it and just lightly touch and make sure that it's gonna sit right. And now you see right here where it looks like it's not gonna get much and it's getting more on this side, right here. So I'm gonna just barely push it a little bit that way. And, all right, and then there you can go. And give her a cut, and I'll see who opened the door. I didn't know it was unlocked.
That's my,
Oh, okay, all right. If y'all want to have a seat here at the table, just take the load off, you're welcome to.
That's nice. And then back up, or no?
No, don't take it back up. Take your trims off, throw it over here in your pile. And then what we'll do is we'll take our hand and push that way. All right, and now you can start setting them off right over here.
Break them apart.
Uh-huh. And so y'all guys can see, this is our cheesy, I think it's cheesy tropical schnapps we call it now. He wanted to change the name and change the smell a little bit, and so we did. Isn't that gorgeous? And of course we see in our coconut, our banana bean, and our poppy seeds, and it smells just like, when it's cured, it smells just like a liqueur alcohol. And so it's just awesome. And there it is, and because of the Essential Depot cutter, it is perfectly cut and everything. Now you do yours. And you want to pull it all the way up against that wall. All right, now test it with the wires. All right, it looks like we're not getting enough on that side, and we've got a little extra on this side. So what we do is we just barely move it down. Now let's see what we got. All right.
let's do it.
Do it to it.
Okay.
There we go. Take your ends off, yep. And then just give it a little push. Separate it, as you might say. There we go. And then you can just start setting them out. Perfect soap every time. And like here, and I wanted to get y'all's opinion. Did y'all see the video of the new coffee soap I made?
I have.
Okay, this is the new coffee soap. And this is coffee grounds, and then it has basil and lemon and rosemary. You'll have to watch the video. What I did was is I wrote it down, but I made it to be to help be alerting in the morning, to help wake you up. And those essential oils, the smell of them, and I know many people fuss at me about absorption, but during the bathing process, there is many places online that says that we're taking off the oils off the skin, the dead skin cells, and that during the washing process, the soaping process, it causes the pores to open. And so there's actually websites out there where people are fussing about, is soap the best way to absorb essential oils, or is it aromatherapy? And some people say that through soap is the first one. That's the best way to absorb essential oils. And then some people say aromatherapy is the best way to absorb essential oils. But one way or the other, full strength or diluted on oil, diluted in oil essential oils, you've still got the oil barrier and you've got the dead skin barrier. And so during the washing process, you do have a release of that off the skin. So everybody fusses about that, and I'm just gonna let them fuss. And I'm gonna say that you can absorb some essential oil in soap during the bathing process. And so the absorption of and the smell of basil, rosemary is very alerting. And then I thought the lemon would be nice, and it's not too strong. I thought the lemon would give it a fun smell. And then I also, and it was on the list of things to alert you. And then also nutmeg was on the list. And so it's got nutmeg, basil, rosemary, and lemon. Well, I won't tell you what I think. You smell it first.
Well, that smells good.
Yeah? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, well, I'll let you smell it first. If you were going to make one of those essential oils be a little stronger, which one would it have been? The rosemary for you?
Well, no, this
I don't know though, I like basil, but basil smells awesome. But
Basil has a licorice smell if you
Yeah.
let it get too strong.
Yeah.
And when I first cut this soap, that's what it smelled like, was licorice.
I don't know. I like it the way it is.
I think it would be fun to pop up the lemon a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe put some lemongrass in it, but I'll have to make sure lemongrass is not a downer because we want to focus, we want to be alert. It's a coffee soap, so
You can't really smell a coffee out of a lot.
no, but they said that's
Yeah,
normal when you
right.
put coffee and coffee grounds in the soap. You really have to use a coffee fragrance to make it smell like
Right.
coffee. And I didn't have any, but I really didn't want to use it because I can't sell soap with fragrance in it worth a flip. I made apple fragrance soap, and it just sat out there. Nobody would buy it. And so finally it got dumped over into the discount bin. I can't sell fragrance soap. I can sell essential oil soap like crazy. But in any case, so I think if it had a lemon zing to it, a little bit more of a lemon zing, what do you think? Yeah, I want to smell it again.
I like she said maybe rosemary too.
I love rosemary. I love rosemary.
Yeah, so maybe pop up the rosemary, which is very benign, and then just a touch more lemon. I can smell it, but I'd like to make a lemon zinger out of it, just a little bit more of a zing out of it. But overall, I like the smell. I like the smell. And there's a free bar going to the person who challenged me to make this soap.
Wow.
And then we did that. Well, I hope will turn into a blue jean soap in yours. I hope it'll look like sort of like a blue jean pattern. But in case, this is a pot swirl. And that's where you put the dry spices in at the end and swirl them around after the essential oils. And that makes it, and this is my patchouli soap. And I've had people report that they got in the shower, the tub with this bar, and they stayed in there like 45 minutes, and they got a little wobbly. So I warn people, every time I sell a bar, don't get in the tub with this bar for 45 minutes. This is for taking a shower, because they actually had to get assistance to get out of the tub, and they reported that they had to get a little help getting dressed, and then they had to, they sat on the couch and stared at the wall on the other side of the living room for 45 minutes. It was so crazy because both people reported it almost verbatim, and one lived here and then one didn't live here, and they were both telling it to me and telling me the story, and it was so crazy because it was like, I've heard this before, exactly almost. So anyway, so I warn people now, and it's on the website, be careful about how long you stay in the tub with this, because you'll absorb too many of the essential oils and get a little wobbly. But I thought a tie-dye pattern was good for a giggle soap.
Mm-hmm.
A little 70s flavor. Anyway, so back to business. So so these are our soaps, and I told y'all guys that I would let you know on what we put in there now, because we changed it. We put in 1 ounce of vanilla, 3 tablespoons anise seed, 2 tablespoons lime, 2 tablespoons lemon, 2 tablespoons tangerine, 3 tablespoons peppermint, and 2 tablespoons sweet orange. And on that recipe, this is a double batch, which is what I was cooking. You see I've got 2 11-bar loaves. If you're doing one of my single batches on www.kimberlymagnut.com, then you would want to half those essential oils. So it'd be a ½ ounce of vanilla, it'd be a tablespoon and a half of anise seed, 1 tablespoon lime, 1 tablespoon lemon, 1 tablespoon tangerine, 3 tablespoons peppermint, and 2 tablespoons sweet orange. And if you do not have the tangerine and just have the orange, or don't have the orange and just have the tangerine, you can do 4 of one or the other, or 2 of one or the other if you're doing a half a batch. So that is the Tropical Schnapps bar number 25. And of course we put in, I forgot I was going to tell this, it's a can of coconut milk, 6 tablespoons of honey if it's a single batch, and it's 6 tablespoons of honey if it's a big batch. This is a big batch, and then the double batch. And then on the can of cocoa milk, it would be a half a can. And then we're putting in 1/4 of a cup of poppy seeds, so that would be half of that. I don't know what half of a 1/4 is. 1/8? Okay, and then 4 ounces of coconut grated with 4 coconut vanilla beans. I wrote coconut beans. Look at that. Anyway, and luckily my employee knows what that is. Anyway, and then of course you'd split all that in half if it was the other. So 1 can of coconut milk, 6 tablespoons honey, 1/4 cup of poppy seeds, 4 ounces of coconut grated fine, and 4 vanilla beans, and then we have the 1 ounce vanilla, 3 tablespoons anise, 2 tablespoons lime, 2 tablespoons lemon, 2 tablespoons tangerine, 3 tablespoons peppermint, and 2 tablespoons sweet orange. And if you'll see, I'm pushing the envelope just a bit on the peppermint. I advise for people to never use more than 2 tablespoons in a double batch, but I am pushing the envelope just a little bit with 3 on that one because I thought it needed it to get that liqueur smell. And so far, no issue. But I don't have any other harsh, like cinnamon or any of those other harsh ones in there, so that's good. All right, so that's bar number 25, dissected. We dissected it, and you weren't even here to watch me do it. But you can watch the video and see yourself. So, what do you think it smells like?
I don't know, it smells really good.
Yeah, it does. It don't smell as snappy as it does after it cures. You know, like that one there, all you could smell was basil when I cut it. And I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But then after it cured, it was better. So, when this gets done curing, people pick this bar up all the time and they're like, that smells just like a liqueur. And it does. So, all right. Now, when you're, if you'll see them all nicely stacked out there, I tell people, put it down, and then, see your thumb? Your thumb is just barely touching the next bar. If you always have your thumb between the bars, then you'll always have enough space for curing. And then, when you put the next bar, make sure you put your fingers in there. Okay?
You don't have to wrap them.
No, but this is curing. We're going to wrap them later. They got to cure for 3 to 5 days. And then, if you just always do 5 to 7 if you want to worry, so you don't worry about, oh, is it enough, the test. And then after they're cured, then we wrap them. And whatnot, because you're used to do melt and pour. You got to wrap those right away or they sweat, don't they? Yes. One of these days we're going to do a melt and pour class and we're going to haul your butt down there. All right, thanks everybody. Remember, in this video, I've already been uploading some of the clips. YouTube is putting this little text comment that I do not know where I created it, how it got there. I've got to have done something wrong somewhere. But anyway, in between every clip, it says, thanks for watching my commercials and free recipes at KimberlyMacNutt.com. And so anyway, so I've been trying to poke around in YouTube and figure out where there is a setting that is telling them to do that. Because I did try to go into my settings a couple weeks back to make sure I had everything up to date, because sometimes they'll add new features and until you go in there, it won't do nothing. And I did find a few new things and I've messed up somewhere. I'm sure I caused it. So I have got to figure out how to fix it. So for now, you're watching Kimberly MacNutt videos with subliminal messages. Because every time I turn off the camera, the next clip pops that at you. And so you're being subliminalized. Watch the commercials, watch the commercials, watch the commercials. And I am so sorry, but I am trying to sort it out and figure it out. I thought that I actually had fixed it, and while they were in here, I was like, hang on a minute, and I went and clicked play on one of the little clips it was uploading. I was like, it's still there. So, but I don't know how to make it quit, and I want you to be able to see this video, so thank you for being tolerant of watch the commercials, because it helps me out. It does. It does. It does. I don't know what shaving of a penny I get every time you watch one of my commercials, but that helps me be able to afford to do these videos. It just gives me a little money to put on my car payment, and that makes me happy, so I can keep doing videos and have that little extra money to buy the things I need to do the videos with, like it. SD cards and stuff when you step on them. All right, thank you everybody. Remember, you can find the recipe, the base recipe and the super fat recipe for this soap at www.kimberlymacnut.com. If you'd like to buy some of this soap, you can go to www.essential-soaps.com, ESSENTIAL-soaps, SOAPS.com. And if you would like, let's see, there's another website. Oh, you can find my Essential Depot link on KimberlyMacNut.com. If you'd like to buy from them, I really appreciate it if you use my link. It helps me out tremendously. Bye, everybody. Let's get soaping. No, it says stand by. Oh, now we're recording. It wasn't recording when I first hit that button. It's playing tricks on me. All right, show them your soap you made. Oh, there goes the text messages. All right. Now, let's see if it looks very blue jeany at the moment. There's just something about that blue jean that you just cannot put essential oils in there. Maybe there's somebody else that's come up with something good. Because look, it's blending throughout. You just turned a light blue with some streaks, which is pretty, but it's not that blue jean. Oh well. All right, so we tried. All right, when we cut it, we'll know for sure, but I think it's blended too much, and it's just gonna be a nice pretty blue, just as if we hadn't done it at all. All right, so back to what we were saying. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
All right, you wanna introduce your visitors?
This is my husband Stephen and my son John.
Hey. You wanna say hey to YouTube? Do you want to say hi to all your fans and family and relatives and school friends that you're going to tell them you was on a video on YouTube? Do you want to say hi to them right now? Now you can go tell everybody, I'm on YouTube, I'm on YouTube. All right, and say, but they weren't with us the whole time. They come to collect you, didn't they? That's right. So we just drug them in here and put them in the video. All right. So now you got your kit all refilled. So you're going to go home and make soap.
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
When?
Are you gonna be on?
I know. When?
Today.
No. Today? Are you going to do it today?
Sure.
All right. I was supposed to say, I'm so tired, I'd wait till tomorrow. All right. So we're going to do it right away so you won't forget how to do it. And we got her. Hers is all ready, and then we got her soap in the kit box, and so we'll put it right here in this box. And now she's all ready to roar, and you're all ready to roar. All right. So did you learn?
Yes.
Yes.
You gonna be able to do it?
Yep.
Did you learn about recipes?
Yes.
All right. And I asked you one point. Did you have any more questions? And you didn't have none, but you'll holler at me later if you do. All right. Say bye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.